G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going through, you can see here in the, we're going through some effects from the Sonicake Matribox. I've got the software up on my Mac here, as you can all see. So this is the effects block 1. So this has a number of different things in it, including some drives, but there's actually a separate drive channel over here for the FX2. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through all the effects that you can get in here that aren't drives, and then I'll use a separate video for all the drives that are in here. So I have just got it going into a Twin Deluxe. Probably should find a 2x12 cab for it. Right, a little bit of noise reduction in the middle there because that's just how we roll. And it's got it, so why not? So I've got the EQ off, the modulation off, the delay off, and I've just got a little bit of hall reverb. Because I like that. So this is effects block 1 over here, the blue one. First of all, it has a compressor. Now this first compressor, the comp, is based on, the manual says it's based on the legendary Ross compressor. Sounds like it's adding a little tiny bit of dirt, which is pretty cool. Pretty good if you're a chicken picker, I suppose. Yeah, cool. All right, the second compressor. I'll just turn the sustain up on this one. Turn the output down a little bit. The attack I'll just sort of leave around in the middle there. Now this one is based on the Keeley 4-knob compressor. Just going to turn the clipping up and see what that does. So it gets really, really squishy. Very, very squishy. You can really notice it. Really notice it under your fingers. Right, the next one, which a lot of guys will be really interested, is the Acoustic Sim. Now, the body sort of adds how much bass resonance there is. The top affects the high harmonics. Now there's a few different types in here. There's the standard acoustic guitar. The jumbo body. The ENV, now I'm just going to look it up here, simulates an acoustic guitar with enhanced attack. Sounds like it's actually just sort of clipping a little bit somewhere. It's funny when you turn the cab off how much more acousticy it sounds. The last one is a piezo pickup. Yeah, it doesn't like something in there. Alrighty, that's pretty cool. The next one is a touch wah. So the cue lets you select which frequencies you want to be included in your wah. You can use the high frequencies up here. Or you can use more mid sort of frequencies down here. Cool, the range sort of goes from range obviously gives you bigger range, there's much more highs up there. And if you're using a really powerful guitar, you turn your sensitivity down. So here the Telecaster's not powerful enough to trigger it. Halfway it'll trigger it if I dig in really hard. And right up the top you can just pluck it gently and get a nice auto wah for yourself. I love touch wahs, but they do take a lot of tweaking to get right, no matter which touch wah you're using. Alright, so this is the same thing. This is another wah, but this one just goes around on its own LFO. So you can really set the range of it here. Sound almost like a filter. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so the next two effects, this one is the UK wah. This one is based on the legendary Vox V846 wah pedal. Now, obviously, I've got this sitting on the desk, but you need to move it with your foot. But I'm just going to move the range slider for you so you can hear how it wahs. Again, the cue control really lets you target which frequencies you want to wah. That's sort of like a low mids, and that's a really trebly one. Boom chicka wow wow. The next one, of course, is the Crybaby. It has the exact same sort of range, but it does have a slightly different curve. Which is pretty cool. Now, the next one is an Octave, and this one really surprised me by how good it actually tracks and stuff. So you can hear it does beautifully the this is the octave up. Oh, sorry, octave down. Octave up. And as you can hear, this is the best part, it also does chords. The fact that this Octave does chords with bugger all latency and no anti-aliasing is awesome. All right, dual pitch now. This one is actually set to, so I'm going to put this one like a third above and a fifth below. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. You can pretty much do anything you want. I've got some fifths now. You might even want to set that one to a second, maybe. Bring the one back down to an octave. And I mean, you got separate indications, separate indicators there for the high volume, dry volume, and low volume, all that sort of stuff, which is pretty awesome. Now, there is also just a straightforward pitch. And what this one lets you do so I'm down in drop B now. I'm going to take my dry signal out of it, turn on this overdrive. So it gives you instant drop B or D with some serious distortion. Now I'm down in drop A. Drop B, sorry. Handles chords amazingly. Does an amazing job. Whew. Right, now the next one is called Tape Mod. Now I'm not sure if it's supposed to actually have some modulation in it. It is, I think it's supposed to be sort of like a lo-fi sort of thing. We're a vintage tape saturation simulator providing analog warmth and a natural distortion. And yes, it does. Very lovely, Very lovely saturation / overdrive. Right, ring modulators. These things always confuse the heck out of me. So I don't know what the ring modulation is doing. What I have figured out though is that you can mix it in just a little bit. So you got your dry guitar tone with some weird sort of distortion fuzziness underneath it. It almost sounds like a fuzz with a dying battery. So that's, if you're into your ring modulations, that's that. I am not, so I'm just going to sort of skip over that one. Now, this filter is pretty cool. It's sort of like a cocked stepped phaser, which is pretty awesome. This is the last effect before we start getting into the drives, which I'm going to do in a whole other video. So, so you can turn the rate up. Now you can also sync a lot of these effects here. If you press that sync button there that I'm circling around, it will sync to the BPM of whatever preset you're in. But the other thing you can do with this filter is then make patterns with it. So it just sort of jumps around all over the place. Or you can have it stepping back through the other way. So anyway, there you have it. There is all of the effects that aren't drives, of course, out of the effects block #1 from the Sonicake Matribox. It's really flexible. Now, just before we go, I'm also going to show you the other cool thing is that if you want your that filter, for example, if you want it before you drive, you just turn your drive on. But if you want to swap orders, believe it or not, you just grab it, yoink, and it just swaps orders just like that. And that goes for all the blocks in the chain. You can just grab them and just swap them around anywhere you like and make all kinds of weird random patches. Anyway, all kind of chaos, doesn't she? So anyway, if you got this far, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for tuning in. Leave a comment and subscribe, all that sort of stuff. It really helps our channel out a lot, and it's absolutely free to you. But anyway, thank you for joining us. We hope you found this informative. If you're looking at buying one of these, just go and do it for 130 bucks or something like that. It's an absolute bargain. And as you can see, the software for it is amazing. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.